CFA Nation, Gabe, and I'm here to bring you another installment of R3 Wickets. All right, guys, we're gonna be reviewing or recapping West Indies again, facing England and England's tour of the West Indies. And I gotta say, this match by day one, the boy right here called it. Listen, this thing's gonna be a draw. I knew it the minute I saw the pitch. I knew it. People were like, "You're gonna call a draw on day one?" Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And the reason I called the draw, guys, is because of things that first and foremost I saw on the pitch, but more importantly, the approach that England took at coming at this match. Okay, no surprise. Match ends in a draw. Okay, England scores 311 in the first innings, 349 in the second innings, only loses 6 wickets and declares. All right, there was some talk about was it an early declaration or not? West Indies puts up 375 in their first innings and then ends up going 147 in second innings before the match is drawn. And before you start saying, "Oh, well, maybe it was drawn because it rained," there was a little bit of rain, but this match would have been drawn regardless. Because of the approach I feel that England took coming into this match. I already knew what was going on with the West Indies, but it was the approach England took in coming into this match. And again, watching that pitch, historically, this pitch it's just very flat, doesn't let the ball do a lot, and it's a batter's paradise, okay? Right away, I'm going to start with what I liked on my West Indies side. I want to be positive first and foremost, and I'm talking about young Seals, all right? Jaden Seals is a savage. This kid is 20 years old, all right? He never even played first-class cricket. The kid came right into the big stage, right into the big leagues, as we say, and he's taking wickets. This is his 4th or 5th test, and he's special. You can tell he's special. Seals in the first inning went ahead, 22 overs, 6 maidens, 4 wickets, and guys, let me explain to you. One of the wickets was soft, meaning it was a tail ender, but he took the wicket of Zach Crawley super early. A great catch there by De Silva, diving to go ahead and catch that. He got Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes looked settled in, and he looked like he was ready to rake. And then he ended up taking the wicket of Chris Wokes. And no matter what you say about Chris Wokes, again, I'm not the biggest fan. I know Nick's a big fan, all right? Especially when it comes to the bowling, I'm not the biggest fan. But Chris Wokes can bat. He's a proper all-rounder and batsman. So that's not a soft wicket. So my man had a 4-wicket haul. Looked great. Could have been a 5-wicket haul, to be honest with you. There were a couple drops that didn't look good there, but he was amazing in that first innings. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. All right. Second inning, not so much. I think that he tailed down, and I was upset because they didn't give him more overs. But after joining the Caribbean Cricket Podcast and on their spaces on Twitter, if you don't already follow them, go shoot them a follow on Twitter and here on YouTube. Great content, Caribbean Cricket Podcast. And they said, listen, same thing happened to him in Pakistan. And part of the thing is he's young. He's only 20 years old. You got to remember the fact that he really didn't play first-class cricket. So they're treating Jaden Seals with kid gloves. And they should, because we don't want him getting hurt. Again, look at other guys who've been abused early on, like the Night Watchman, right? Harry Joseph. My man got damaged because of it. Chris Archer, overbowled. We've seen the injuries. So they're being very cautious with him. I will take it, okay? What else did I like on the West Indies side? I like the performance of Bonner, all right? Bonner in the first innings literally saved the game for the West Indies. If he doesn't do that, the West Indies are looking at a loss, okay? And Bonner, after wickets fell quickly, guys, it was concerning. The wickets fell and the wickets fell quickly. You know, Craig Brathwaite, 55. John Campbell, 35. We'll talk about him later. On 35 off 63 balls, a little slow, but okay for an opener. But then, Jermaine Blackwood went down on 11, Shamar Brooks on 18, and we're looking like, oh man, it's Holder and Bonner. Those guys held firm. They had an unbelievable partnership. 123 on 355, 34 strike rate. Some people are going to say he batted too slowly. It doesn't matter, especially in tests. Because if you can put up 123 in tests, that's what we'll take. That's what we'll take. So I am good with that. He batted a very responsible innings. Then, of course, my man Jason Holder. How could you not love Jason Holder? Got himself a 2-wicket haul in that first over. One in that first innings, a 110 economy rate, 11 maidens. Jason Holder is the man. It's so hard. I go back and forth. Who's the best all-rounder in the world? Him and Jadeja. I still got to go with Jadeja because he's a better fielder. But Holder can bat when you need him to. He can bowl when you need him to. My biggest concern is that Holder plays every single test match, every ODI, every single T20 match. I don't want this guy to break down. I don't want him to get overused because he bowled a heck of a lot, 21 overs in that first innings and 16 in the second inning. So maybe it's time to give him a blow. I hate to say it, but maybe it's time to give him a blow. Only got 1 wicket in that second innings, but his economy rate was still low at 350. All right. Bonner, like I said, in the second inning, same thing. 38, not out on 138 strike rate. He knows how to play tests. And that's what I'm talking about. Jason Holder, also 37 on 101, 36 strike rate, not out. At that point, the decision had already been made. Listen, we're not going to do anything silly. We've lost 4 wickets. This thing is going to get drawn out. And I tip my cap to the West Indies as far as that's concerned. On the England side, what did I like? I got to say, and I hate myself for saying it, I like Johnny Bairstow's performance. People are going to say the pitch was terrible. It was. But listen, Alex Lees, the pitch was terrible, gone on 9 balls. Didn't even make it a full 2 overs. All right. Zach Crawley, 8 runs on 11, gone. Del Root on a beautiful ball there by Mr. Roach. Oh, what a beautiful ball. This, even though Kamar Roach is old, go back and watch how he set him up. First time he bounces one high, should have been caught in the slips, and it was dropped by Blackwood, I believe, Jermaine Blackwood, and everybody's losing their mind. Next time, another bouncer. Again, in Joe Root's mind, oh, I just edged this one and almost got myself out. I'm going to let it go, but it was just a little bit lower, and it nipped the top of the stumps. The ball of the entire match to me, because it shows that even though you don't have the pace anymore, Kamar Roach is still an intelligent bowler, and I love the fact that he's mentoring young Jaden Seals, because you need more than pace to know how to bowl, guys. All right? But again, Johnny Bairstow held court. All right? Lawrence gone on 20 runs. Ben Stokes, who looked settled in and had 95 balls seen, 36 runs. Jaden Seals takes him with a beautiful ball, bowls him out. But it was Johnny Bairstow who survived the 140 runs on 259 balls. That's a 54 strike rate. Guys, Bairstow drives me crazy. If he has this kind of talent, why does he just throw his wicket away at times? Somebody let me know. Maybe he's just matured. Somebody be in that first inning when I'm watching something, well, look, Bairstow's actually a good player, but he was inconsistent the last 2 years, being dropped from the team, being replaced by Butler. When they brought Butler in, it puts a lot of pressure on him because he knows, hey, if I don't play well, whatever it may be. This Johnny Bairstow is the guy that I fell in love with, and then I hated him when he throws away his wicket on a duck. And people are going to say, oh, that's who Johnny Bairstow is. He's got the talent. Somebody compared him to Rishabh Pant. I'm not sure if you could compare him to Rishabh Pant, but listen, Johnny Bairstow's got talent, and I'm admitting right now, I was wrong. Jihan, go ahead, drop the meme. Bairstow's garbage. Yeah, I was wrong, okay? Yum, 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 delicioso. I'm going to eat some crow for that. Ben Stokes is back, guys. Ben Stokes is back. 28 overs. Overbowled, by the way. He definitely got overbowled. But 28 overs, 7 maidens, 42 runs, 2 wickets, a 150 economy rate in that first innings. He was the man. He absolutely held court. And even in that second innings, 13 overs, 3 maidens, 24 runs, got himself a wicket, 180 economy rate. Again, was he overbowled? I believe so, because at that point, the game is gone. Everybody had to know the game is gone. It's a draw. Don't waste a guy who's spent time hurt. That's one of the knocks on him. But Ben Stokes is back as one of the top 3 all-rounders in the world, and that was impressive. You got to give him credit there. Second innings, 13 on 13. Great ball there by, once again, my man Roach. Roach just knows how to ball, but it was a good performance to see. What did I hate? First and foremost, West Indies went back to John Campbell, who I don't have anything personal against him. But if you're going to be an opener, you got to give me more, especially on this pitch, guys. This pitch. Now, to somebody's credit, look in that first innings what Alex Lees and Zach Crawley did. Got out on 8 and 4 respectively. So at least Campbell put up 35. But you 35 on 63, okay, I'll take it. But it's just not good enough. You got to give me more. You got to give me more. And then in the second innings, when you expected the pitch to deteriorate, so you should have a Paradise hitting out there, a Paradise, he only gives you, 22 runs? On 73 balls, I can't with the John Campbell experience. I mean, guys, I can't. And I know it was all tongue-in-cheek, him being on the Sinister Six because of the drop that cost the West Indies the second win. My very first test match I ever saw, West Indies versus England. In England, West Indies won the first match. Second match has a chance to win it. He absolutely drops a sitter, and then after that, throws away his wicket on 4 or 5 balls. After that, he's always been on my Sinister Six list, guys. But for me, I just gotta say, we gotta find somebody else. We gotta find somebody else. I don't know what it is. As another thing I hated, guys, the bowling of Pramal was atrocious. 530 economy rate, not a wicket, not a maiden, or in 12 overs in that second inning. In the first innings, 13 overs, no wickets, 270 economy. You got to take wickets. And I knew that's why we were going to have trouble in this game winning it. And I knew that was going to be part of the issue because it was Kamar Roach and Jason Holder. I did not expect the performance from Jaden Seals. I'll be completely honest with you. But I'm like, who else is going to take wickets? And if you cannot take wickets, you're done. You're done. All right? That's the problem. That's why I saw a draw on day one. What did I hate on the England side? Chris Wokes. Sorry, Nick. Chris Wokes. Everybody knows away from home with the new ball, he's not good. And this is the guy you turn to when you drop Jimmy Anderson and you make the decision to drop a Stuart Broad. How did you expect to bowl out the West Indies? I'll wait. Seriously? You got no job for Archer. You got no Jimmy Anderson. You've got no Stuart Broad. Those are your best bowlers. And then what happens? You turn to Mark Wood, who does have the pace. I got to say, Mark Wood has the pace. But what's been the knock on Mark Wood? I'll wait. I'm listening. He's always hurt. And that's who you turn to. Mr. Glass and Captain Wokes, Captain England, as Nick likes to call him, can't do it. And everybody, if you are a English fan, please, this is the beginning of England's new test cricket. I know people are excited about Johnny Bairstow. I'll take it. And I'll take the Wokes being back. But on this pitch, Alex Lees both times dispatched on less than 10 runs. 6 runs in the second innings. 4 runs in the first inning. He got 10 runs in 2 innings. Zach Crawley did hold court in the second innings, but that's when the pitch was already deteriorated. Again, did he really look that good? Let's be honest here, guys. Let's be honest. And the bowling was absolutely atrocious. Your best bowler was Ben Stokes, and you overbowled the guy. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? I saw a little bit of life from Jack Leach as far as being a spinner, but I got to say that to me, England fans, if you're really feeling like, oh, English cricket is back, stop it. You got the same problems you had before with your openers. Let's be real. Let's look at the first inning when the pitch was legit and it was still doing stuff and the ball was still moving. Your openers couldn't get you, couldn't combine for a 20 partnership, let alone a 50 partnership. They combined, saw 20 balls. Really? Come on. Middle order bats as it usually does. You got Root, you got Stokes, Bairstow. Middle order was always good for England. You got the same problem, and now you added the problem of bowling. This is what you're going to go to. You're going to give Chris Wokes the ball in India, in Australia. Everyone, that's going to be your frontline guy until Archer gets back, hopefully. Fix it. And it can't be Mark Wood because Mark Wood is not going to give you 20-plus overs in each innings. He's not going to give you 40 overs in a test match. If he does, he's going to be on the men and he's going to be as hurt as Jofra Archer. All right, guys. I mean, the last thoughts, what I learned that I got to take it easy with one Jaden Seals because the same thing happened apparently. And we've only been watching cricket for 2 years now, but this is part of the problem with Shannon Gabriel, who I love, who's now often injured, is that he was overused and overbowled. And in a game that you knew was gone, it was actually smarter not to overbowl him in that second innings and get him hurt. So I was wrong there, and I'm glad I was educated. I always love to learn from other people. And you got to treat him with kid gloves. It looks like the West Indies understand we have a problem with openers. We got not opening batsmen, but opening bowlers. Who are we going to give the new ball to? It cannot be Jason Holder. Jason Holder does everything for us. He cannot be our best bowler, our best all-around player. Who else can? And I think that they're really not treating him with kid gloves, or they are treating him with kid gloves, right? They're protecting him, and that's a good thing. As an organization, it's actually a smart thing the West Indies are doing. What else did I learn? I learned that England doesn't have an answer. Overton's not the answer. Mark Wood's definitely not the answer. The guy get hurt all the time, and they've got to go back to the. I heard all these other names. You better bring them. Not in this next tour, because obviously you already decided who you're going to bring on this tour. But if the next tour, England goes after the West Indies, they give the ball again to Mark Wood and to Chris Wokes. There's got to be some answers had there, and you can see that now it wasn't Silverwood. It's an organizational thing at the top. Selectors. The mentality has to change when it comes to English cricket. But that's just my opinions, guys. As you know, we're still novices. We're learning the game. Hopefully, this starts a discussion. Let me know in the comment where you think I was wrong, where you think I was right. I know Nick's going to jump in here. I will check you out. I'll definitely be streaming some of the innings for the next test match, which starts in only 4 days, too. In only 4 days. I'm super excited for that. But you guys already know the deal. Until next time, same bat channel. Peace.